right? So I'm in closed guard, and I want to sit up. So to kind of like maximize your effort in it, you pretty much want to try it when your partner's sitting kind of like with this posture, and not like this, because then you're just wasting your energy trying to push him back if he's already leaning into you, right? So when they're kind of like postured up straight, that's when I go for it, like kind of when they're straight up like this. So if my guard is closed, I like to put my feet on the ground to like help me sit up a little bit. So I'll kind of come here, scoot back a little bit, get on my side. If I'm going this way, if you like to go this way, then it would be like this, right? So I'm gonna go here, and hip bump into him, right? So if I get it, I want to chop this arm, right? So I'm going to try and take it away before he posts, and then I get here. So when I land, I'm going to go thumb in, right? Thumb in. So the thing that you got to think about too is if you go too deep, right? If you get too deep of a grip, when you go for your second grip, this side is going to be a little bit too tight to get your hand in, okay? Right? But sometimes it doesn't matter because like Shauna, she'll just grab the material and start to choke, right? But ideally, you'd like to get your hands in. So now, okay, the way I learned to do this choke is overall, cross collar choke, right? If I get the fingers in, fingers in, whatever the case may be, right? So if I get this and this, okay? Now, the thing I don't want to do is, I don't want to do this. I want to use, like, twist my hands. See, it's already tight, right? Sorry.
It's okay. I just bled it. It's fast.
I just want to twist my hands in, and what that's doing is it's taking the slack out of his jacket. Okay. So like if I do this is a lot of muscle. But if I go here and I just twist my hands in, it's already starting
outward.
I go.
Not inward.
I'm turning my knuckles inward towards his neck.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so here, boom, whatever the case may be. Here, go to bump, Ryan puts his hand on the ground to stop me, okay? So now I got another option too. So we went over this real quick last night, but this is just one that I like. I seem to see it. It works for me a lot. So if I go here and Ryan stops me, my hand was supposed to take his off. I'm going to scoop it off, right? Okay? Just to show us what it should be. I should have scooped it like this, right? But maybe I'm late and he's got all his weight on it. Now it's hard to take it away. So what I like to do is, since my hand is right here already, I'll kind of like boost myself closer to him, grab the wrist, and I'll lay that down for the Kimura. Okay. So those two right there. And then the other one that works really well, maybe we won't do the omoplata, but we'll go do the triangle one. Okay. So we go here, we come up again, boom. He starts to pulse. Now I got all this room right here to take my leg out, right? So we're here. Maybe I control the head in this action that's about to happen. So now I got all this room to take my leg out, take it out, and I lay that down for the triangle. And then I start to make my adjustments to tighten it up right there. Okay. You gonna try?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Try it out. Partner up. Go for it. Justin's like, where's the omoplata, dude? That was my shit.
What is that, dude?
They're like funny.
Congrats, man.
That happened yesterday too.
Like last week.
Nice. I'm serious.
I didn't get to ask you who gave Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I had somebody explain that things to me once. Part. No, it was because of the videos I was watching. It was just the earth really think about this piece. And it was like, pretend that you're trying to pull the collar apart. That fabric is trying to stretch lock. And when you try to stretch that fabric, you're trying to pull it apart, it curls and
Yeah.
it's like, for a lot of times too, I'm thinking, well, I just gotta try that. It's all in the wrist. I just gotta, I can't do that. But if you're like,
Yeah, I mean, you really do have to play with this one.
stretching it,
Getting the hips back.
Hey, all over that, you know, applies for your
Yeah.
anybody. Really choke this triangle. That omoplata.
Open up. You don't even need this. You don't need
What
this.
do you mean, it had?
No, you need a side. Like you might have it already, but like you're coming around and trying to grab the back.
A little bit deeper, just.
You want to come out.
Yeah.
Yes. Even if I
Slip it around his head.
even if I don't have
You
to
get your
push it,
second
that's what you want.
Yeah, hit it across his face.
I was just thinking.
So not, just to be honest with you, you're not quite decent. You see how you like flaring your elbows out? To get your grips.
Well, that's-
Twist your wrist in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and then.
So like, I'll do it like this is what your hands are looking now. So see the knuckles? I'm trying to point them towards your
Try to get
hands.
you off balance as possible.
A little bit deeper.
Right.
There you go.
I got you.
It's one of those chokes like from white belt to black belt. You just got to tinker. Just
Yeah, I mean, you have to dial.
like a good triangle, you can get it cinched in and
It's
you like,
taken
I
me
got
a
it.
while.
That cross choke is like,
It's hard,
it's
yeah,
gonna take
because it's
tinkering.
hard to get that one still working on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Hard one to master.
Rotate, hip out, and then push and then hip up.
yeah.
And then let go of that somehow and scoop the elbow.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even explain why. I think engaging your
It's like, are you even doing anything?
So like,
Yeah, I just go slow.
Yeah.
really
For me, all you gotta do is give me
It's the same here, man, same here. Ask me to scratch my back, can't even do that.
So go to the zone.
Yeah. Because now I can push, like you're gonna resist.
Yeah.
And this is And a lot of times I get it, it's like they know, it's gonna happen, but I've just got more range of movement than they can adjust their base for. And so then they're gonna go over that.
Snuck out. He was waiting for it.
But you do need them kind of up. Yeah, that's the push.
Nice, yes. Good combo, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I did go
Because I'm not
If you
gonna
want to mess around with that omoplata adjustment, we're going to working on that stuff.
so what if
That's
I
good.
better push you a little more with your hips? Because you can come through
You did
straight.
that.
Straighten so that you break him down like that. Now you're,
I don't need to
yeah, move your hips away from him a little bit. There you go. And now start to sit up like you want to talk hips to you.
and if they're not fully like flat, then you just pull the belt and just
Yeah.
adjust like
So
that.
once you got them kind of broken down, but you still feel like, oh, they don't, it doesn't look like I quite got it, then that's what I'll do. I'll like scoop my hip away and try to push them around so that it kind of just messes their base up a little bit.
Yeah, and a lot of times they will get disarmed.
Sometimes the guy will react a little bit faster and will roll over his
Back
shoulders.
here,
to
you
the
just
side.
keep.
But you can also end up coming around for a mounted triangle too.
Oh,
You have to hit that hard a ton of momentum.
Or just a lot of room to push. Like you have to be able to have more, like there's more
Ooh, the
movement.
Mackenzie Dern, was that the one she did? Omoplata one
But
arm,
yeah, a lot of
straight arm
times,
bars out there.
If I can, but they don't accept me. You've got a really strong base.
That's what it
You're
was.
really- Yeah, you're doing that, and that's where these other,
jiu-jitsu
You
competition.
know?
He was in a jiu-jitsu tournament, yeah.
I didn't see her last MMA fight, but I guess
But she
you
got
watched.
worked, yeah.
She got boxed.
You know,
She almost dropped the Jessica Johnson, she was fighting.
But the girl dropped her once or twice or something, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 times, and then they just stopped it.
Yeah, because the referee was like, like you're not competitive, you can't be competitive, really, yeah. it's not safe
And
for
then I
you.
will cinch it before
There's fathers like
before I
legend,
get
yeah.
land.
Megaton, right?
The only guy that's fought in every single world
Because you're right there.
assault division.
Yeah, he's still.
Don't take the risk there.
Doesn't care that he'll fight guys
Yeah.
like you, like 20-year-olds. Like,
Potential.
oh,
All the way down.
Yeah, all the way down.
My first coach,
guess what?
Daniel Thomas, showed me a move that he learned from Megaton, and it's, dude, you don't ever really do it because it's super gnarly and kind of gross, but like, you basically grab the collar. I'm not gonna do it to you, but I want to. He said, yeah, you grab the collar, I mean,
Oh,
you take your
yes,
toe,
you can.
you take your toe, and you go right here and you pull and you, I mean, when it happens, it's like, because it like hits the back of their neck,
I
right?
saw someone show that on
And,
YouTube.
and so Daniel's like, it's the Megatoe, because he learned it from Megaton. And I was like, too bad, like, I've only ever done it to like friends.
You gotta put a little bit of
Fuck
head
around.
Yeah, I'm using it as a support post.
I mean, to be shit, if they cap in the tournament, like,
I guess you could do it in a tournament, couldn't
you're
you?
not doing it in a
But
sparring.
it's a quick thing. Like,
You get frown and you put your foot on their ass. Yeah, I wouldn't get what's under that, so.
Yeah,
it's all
especially if you're
right.
right. Because you know, even like up to a couple of years ago, nobody used to
But I
step
will let go
on.
as soon as I pull
No
my.
one used to step on people's leg and stuff. Now look at the little Toll brothers. That's all they got. Step on their leg.
Because
That's kind of to me,
pull back
that
into it.
hurts. It's how you.
I
it's
did?
how I no, not you. I'm saying people do that.
Oh,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and it's like step.
Yeah.
And sword.
Yeah. So not, I mean,
Oh,
that was
I
like
tried to break your spider guard, but it doesn't usually work. I step on it.
you have all steps on your legs. That's like,
Yeah, yeah.
so the bigger guys, I never saw it to the rule Toll brothers. Did it. Like, nobody. 100 years later, nobody.
Or you can
Yeah.
Kids are so good, you know.
So good.
Are they gonna fight each other? Which one's
No, they're two different rounds.
And this is,
I thought there was some sort of thread going back and forth about how they would. Because they're like, we've been fighting each other since we were like 5. He's like, we'll do it.
They fought each other in the World Cup in hand.
All out. That's crazy.
Paid one, yeah.
All, yeah.
And you know, I mean, you know your brother so well, you know, and it's like,
Right.
but yeah, you're like,
My parents are like. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Alright. So that's kind of what we went over last night, just some Cold Guard stuff. But, yeah, so we were just talking about a few minutes ago about how just like the cross choke, it just never seems like something you get right away, right? So I remember learning like if you can reach for the tag. So I think I've said this like to people like I'm tired of hearing it already, but just a good thing to keep in mind. So like if I get a grip, we're battling and I'm like, oh, I got a grip because I'm tired, right? It's just like a reaction when you're in closed guard, you get your cross collar grip, right? So, but if you really want to threaten and you start to go for the choke, right? If you really want to, you have an intention of trying it. So when I reach for the tag is where I'm kind of thinking in my head, the tag on this kimono, like I kind of go for it like this, right? So now if I just grab it, I'm leaving Ryan, I'm shaping my hand to his neck, right? Like this. So what I really want to do is when I get the grip, I want to like curl my palm of my fingers towards my face. I want him to like be uncomfortable like this, right? So I've kind of started the first part of the choke already, right? I'm already taking away some of the slack in his jacket. So if I get a deep enough grip, my second grip doesn't need to be super far, but it kind of, you know, like the way I was taught is like you should try and imagine like you want your hands to touch each other. That's kind of extreme in some situations because you're not going to really get that far, right? But I get the first grip and I curl my wrist in, so it's kind of, it's a pain, really. It's a pain in the neck, isn't it? Right? Here, curl my hand in towards my face, and then the second grip when I get in. Now, when I come back square, I'm already starting to turn my wrists in towards each other, okay? So even from the bottom, right? Like you'll see a lot of white belts when they start to go for the cross collar choke like this, they're gonna start to get the grips and then they'll start to flare the elbows out. It's not really like the correct way to do it because it's more efficient. All I need to do is like when I get my grips, I'm just gonna twist my wrists in towards each other. and now Orion hasn't tapped yet, now I'm gonna pull in close to me. Yeah, so I'm not really like using that type of muscle to try and get the choke. I'm gonna go here, right, get a good grip, second grip's gonna go in, and when I start to twist my wrist in, sometimes you can get it already. Your partner can feel it already, right? You twist it in, oh, he hasn't tapped it. Now I'm just trying to bring my elbows towards my chest, and it's already off, okay? So try work on that, like try feel what that feels like. There's a huge difference between me doing this and pulling it out like this. Look how long it's taking, right? Versus getting it the proper way. Here, I twist my wrist in, I'm gonna bring it close to me, it's already tight. So, the point of that was, it's like, it takes, I mean, it's never one that's like, oh yeah, I got it. Like, you cinch up a triangle, yeah, every time it's the same thing. Cross collar choke, it's like, you gotta mess with it a little bit to find that sweet spot. But the thing that a lot of times is forgotten is when you get the grip, your first grip, you gotta like curl that hand in. You gotta make him feel that on his neck already. You know what I mean? That's your intention, right? I'm gonna go cross collar. All right, here you go. You start to bite that on your neck already. And then the second grip comes in and you twist your wrists in towards each other. Basically, it's the same principle of taking the slack out is what you're doing. Right? Taking the slack out, and rather than trying to use a lot of power to do it like that, flare the elbows out, doing this, and I'm bringing them closer. So the closer I can bring them to me now, the more my wrists are going to twist in.
Have to rotate.
Yeah, exactly, they have to.
They have to
for
rotate.
it to come close to you, right? So it's like anything else, right? I mean, where you want to use your maximum leverage, right? You know, like bringing it close to you, like opening the jar of peanut butter. You're not doing it out here if it's tight. Bringing it close to you, right? So try tinker with that just a couple times and we'll get some rounds in. What's up, T? It's all good.
Yeah.
So that's what I can do, is I open it up sometimes.
You want me down here?
Well, I'll get there.
I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. He's gonna take it where you want, yeah. He's gonna end up bringing you to him anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't use it somewhere.
Yep.
So you do have to use that same way.
With the tight.
Do that same.
Or I think
I go fingers in for the first part. So this is the way I learn it. If you're gonna go fingers in, and then you want your second hand to be with the fingers in, so you go underneath the really, okay? But you can also go fingers in, thumb in. If you go thumb in on the second hand, you go over your first hand. That's the way I do
Even
it.
if it's not, sometimes guys.
So you gotta go deeper, way deeper. There you go. Not curly. Yep.
If this one's tight.
And then you say go over. If you go thumb in, you go. If you go fingers, you go under your over over his thumb in.
it's funny because sometimes when you haven't even applied it yet, but there's something not pushing you off the
Yeah, get that sweet spot on the
Yeah,
side.
it's just not the blood is reaching there. He's talking or whatever. You want to do it? And I'm like, because it's not a warning enough for me to like go, because you don't feel the pressure, but you're like, there ain't nothing going on.
Yeah.
I realize how effective that is.
So effective.
Because
It's like
you're not
on each artery.
Right.
Right
Blood,
there.
the blood is going up, but it can't go, or it's going down, but it can't go back to the brain.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not, it's not, if you ever collapse those in, it's not that you don't have enough pressure to elevate, so.
Super easy. That should curl your wrist in. If you're gonna go to the
There you go.
a little bit higher. Twist your wrist in towards each other. Super deep, yeah. Do it. You're gonna go curl your wrist in.
It's just more it goes all
Over. If you can go underneath where you work your fingers inside.
It's still the struggle. It's hard.
Take the
So,
fastest.
all I'm gonna do is just focusing on this. Right? Got it. So, yeah, so, you know, so,
People thumb how?
yeah, so I'm just, it's just putting that required pressure on. And that's why this,
Yeah, thumb in.
doesn't work. You're running into your own hands.
Like, first, now you can do it.
So it's just pushing those.
Right like that, look like it should have been tight.
Yeah. Oh,
Top,
yeah.
yeah. You look now.
So now,
Yeah, this is a good time to not get into the habit of flare.
Yeah.
That wasn't very good.
Try go with your right hand, Mitch. Try go a little bit deeper. Okay. Set the first grip a little deeper.
this one is here in trouble getting into as well. So you want the flare to be able to be.
So
That's in the neck.
Well, and you can, so you're pushing hard here, and you're already engaging kind of that motion.
Yeah.
So you're getting, and that's tightening this
Yeah,
really
yes,
tight.
that's what I was
So
thinking.
the slack.
Go
Just
deep,
leave this loose.
go deep, and then, yes,
And then you go at the same time.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, go ahead and set your first grip. I just want to show you something that I normally see. Sometimes when you set your first grip, right, it's hard to get either under or over,
Yeah.
right? Just because of the angle. So what I like to do is I'll put my foot on the hip, and then I'll turn myself this way so I can see what I'm grabbing now.
And then go over versus under.
Either way.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, that's tight.
Like I'll show you. Yeah, there you go. Yep. If you're gonna go fingers in, go under your hand.
What? Kneel knot?
So you can go thumb over and then now come back square.
Right.
Yes.
I don't even
By the way,
know.
it's just
And then
close to. Yep.
From that, really accentuate your hard, kind of shove your wrist, or
Yep.
shove the wrist right in
the ham sandwich, you know that one?
Oh, yeah.
And
It's a different motion.
I've
It is.
never done that. So, yeah.
like your chair and shit.
Oh, yeah. I know that one. I'll meet you with that.
It hurts.
Try to find it.
Show me that ham
Because
sandwich.
that's in your
It's like
Because
appetizer,
Yeah, oh, okay.
This has to be up higher.
See,
So what I do sometimes too is when I want to set my first hand, I'll use this hand to hold it. So, yep, there you go. And as I'm moving this forward, sometimes I pull this down so that I can get the act. And now you gotta set it under his neck a little. There you go.
And then, are you engaging right now?
As soon as I set the grip, I'm already curling my hand and towards my face.
So if I pull on the lapel here on this side, it would be kind of like coming,
Yeah, we can do the same thing, yeah.
but your chin will be tucked in too.
So,
It's hard, that's always been like a bit one, and I can't do.
See, I feel like once, so you're,
Super hard.
like, though this is fairly obvious, you know, but it's fairly like often you have those grips, so once you engage this super tight, you guys know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And you're
Your
gonna
partner knows
get,
what
you're gonna go full defense, right? Like if I just hold this and then I'm doing other stuff and fighting this,
Yeah.
then you have some kind of, just to get that.
so like you can,
You have to set up.
yeah, exactly. And you can combo it with other things that you like to do from the
Yeah.
coast guard. Once you have that nice set grip, offset, give him a little bit like maybe it's not quite under his face, so he's trying to defend it like this, like as you're trying to come off that chip bump, now he's gonna come
So
back.
I can't, I'm here, I can't.
Like, so I
I'm
like
trying
to
to get my
play
leg
it like clear, you know, I don't do it.
My leg here,
Yeah.
How do I get out?
Always have
Or
kind of
you
ground all the way.
You wanna get it out.
And then,
So
That's like
yes, I might have to
You're gonna have a
like,
lock, what they call
get
a
it
lock.
another 2 inches deeper, then, you know, then I can
That's the lockdown.
come around if I needed
Then what's
to.
gonna happen is even if your leg is hiding, okay, You can hide it or bring it back.
And sometimes you,
Whenever you
sometimes
forward.
what you can do too, is you going a little bit off track, but
And then
you
on.
can just have it like kind of start here and this, right? So that if I'm like kind of playing this game, try to like, it bends out just a little bit too much, I'll try to control it, right? But now he's gonna defend that, so as he pulls back up, I sit a bit deeper. And then now I have to second one.
And I was seeing that you kind of, once you have that one as well, you can kind of pry that chin up. Once you get in here nice and tight, then you come up,
Yes, yeah,
catch this.
for sure.
Pry this.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using it. Yep.
But you know, how do you do the
I use the blade to kind of lift this.
Yes, come up.
Is that really just
pull forward so you got
Yeah, you
space
gotta
and
have
then arms ready to slide in.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's gonna be the natural reaction for a defense. Is like, oh, what's that going on underneath my neck? Right, like that here. I don't like that.
Yeah, I was doing that with the.
Nice, thank you. This is hard to get under.
I got close. Hey, so we're working
That was
on
really
it.
cool.
Once they're set. No, you just can't ship them there.
He's not gonna let you go till you suck this one off the grass.
He asked me,
You okay?
You got any other questions?
What was it,
You
Charlie?
got any other questions?
Yeah.
Let's see him pull out.
Sucks, yeah.
Here.
And it gets me in just like humiliation, so this shit's ever.
So strong, man.
So good.
He's so good. He's so good.
Just switch my feet, whether I have this.
Yeah, every time I ask him what he's talking, he just says this weird, just ham.
I love those, dude.
It's going, I couldn't remember. It was a half hour deal, you
So
got
it's
to
like,
take it right.
so it's like a, I get it from butterfly. So here, if you put this leg up, right, and then you don't, kind of like you don't respect this, and you start trying to pass them, then you gave it.
You do, but it's
Yes.
still, it's still one arm.
Way more power.
Yeah. But I still,
Maybe, I couldn't remember.
So I'm thinking, wonder if you could,
Which capsule? The capsulizer comes from, is this not
You could also attack him.
More
Yeah,
spider with
you
this
can
one.
attack him. It's on that one.
Push me and
yeah.
and then you can send it to me.
That's what I was looking at. So you can get your
Yeah,
butt
that's probably
like this, right? So if I don't respect it and I keep passing, you'll leave this over
Sort of a spider
like
that
under. No.
lasso, stuff feel like lasso. I always feel like
I do this,
I always get like lapped up and then they just slip
You gotta
up
go
the
all the way
arm.
All the way to the knee, Justin.
all the way behind you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go back flat.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah.
No here.
There you go.
My
Mine's
got to
got
tie that
it.
leg up.
That is exactly it. No, now you hug my waist.
Control this leg.
Also,
I think that's the game.
Also, and now flare your knees
as soon
out.
as you control this,
You won't come down
Yeah,
so
you do.
quick.
Am I even allowed to do that?
so that's my trick.
Yeah, so you're not twisting any joints. You attack with the. Also, I think it's legal. A friend of